Now, there's some very interesting things that Vineet has done in the past, particularly when he did Bhari Scene. It got the imagination of a lot of people, a lot of rappers in the scene, a lot of people outside the hip hop scene. Very importantly, when he did that, and like I'm sure like the marketing angle was perhaps not in mind when you did that, because what like the message was more altruistic than it being like say a marketing thing, but like say it did cause a lot of impact. It had a lot, like for you to get like it was Wishberry or GoFundMe, one of those. Wishberry, right? Like say you to get your pledge over there completely, and like say and more so in that, and you living up to the expectation of what you had set up for, and I mean that's huge props for that.
Thank you.
But that does bring the question back to like say what do you feel about like say marketing in music right now? Because like Tadpatri Talkies, you know, like say when we did Garibi Gani, when we did ABT, when we did Book, whatever, like we have gone out of the way in terms of how we have. I mean, we also have like say certain stories to tell over there, but like there are other guys like say not enough people have done the kind of things that really make them stand out in terms of, like say right now you did Trap Push. The at B3 you put yourself out there as this masked rapper, and like say HHB comes on board and he's also hyping it. So right now, like in terms of marketing, like say there are very few people who are doing it right. I think you can be one of those people, but what is it that like what is good marketing right now in terms of hip hop in India?
So the reason we are asking that because we have a lot of rappers over here, but they always complain that they are not getting any views. So you being a veteran, like doing
and
this
we can
for a long time,
take some snippets from this and sell it on Baiju. Baiju पे अपन rap
marketing
5 minute पहले ही वो बात कर रहा था.
These kids do this. अभी पता चल this space is all. A lot of people don't know this about me. I have done a diploma in brand communication and marketing. So that's the things I learned there are like I can't say some of the things I learned there can be used for hip hop. Some of the things I learned there can't be used for hip hop because people over there they follow a set of rules. Like I always feel like there's a world beyond those rules that we have to use, and the best people have gone beyond that small circle of things that they have learned to do those things. So I think when it comes to hip hop, when people complain that oh my god, there are these guys veterans are not pushing me, I can't find many views, I don't have that, I think people should stop complaining and do something that will get everybody's attention. My motto is be so good that they can't ignore you. And it's not just me, it's not just anybody in the scene. A lot of people have been ignored. I've been ignored a lot of thousands of times, and it's
That's
not.
what you short.
No.
He's like no. No. He's like no.
So getting back to the point. Such great talent has been ignored in this country. In this country to push something like hip hop, first of all, which is taboo, is it's actually taboo in some places. Like people don't allow you to play hip hop in some places. They want to, I have gone through. I've gone through this.
Hip hop is probably what's been the most hyped thing.
That's right now. I'm talking about like.
Yeah, sure. In the last 2 years.
2 years,
definitely.
It has grown.
Yeah.
Before that, like hip hop, DJ, yo-yo, like those kind of perspectives. When you get into something like hip hop and you're the culture pusher, you're the people who came here and started doing this and building a scene. It was at first it was not about marketing. We used to like make music to have fun. It was about us growing a culture which was practically non-existent at the time. There used to be jams where b-boy used to throw down jams and we used to go as MCs and perform there. Then there used to be, it evolved to like showcases of MCs, monster battles happened.
Yeah.
So and then we get to this era where videos are the content kings basically.
Yeah.
Like not even videos, it starts with audios. If your audio doesn't have the right kind of appeal in terms of creativity and your musicality, of course,
Sure.
then please don't complain about people not hearing you out. There have been breakthrough rappers. Neezy is the first case, example. His song Afat Hai went viral.
Yeah.
Purely based on his skill. Afat went viral purely because of his skill, because of the sound that he brought over there. He made it on an iPad.
If I can be honest, like the production on it is shit.
So
but,
what?
Yeah,
people don't know hip hop.
I get it. Like say I'm not trying to say the song is bad. Listen up.
Okay, Take it. Have you heard of Take It? Fuck a beat. I was trying to beat the case, but I ain't beat that case. Bitch, I did the race. The song is called The Race.
Okay.
Listen to the beat and check how he went viral. He went viral
sure.
because of a shit. Soulja Boy. Crack that. FL Studio sample plugins. Like that was the first hit you hear on that track is a FL Studio standard.
Yeah.
He made a beat time pass mein, put it up on YouTube.
No, I mean I think a similar story is that of what is that? The Liliari song with Dram.
But I'm sure it's on the same parallel.
Broccoli.
Okay, I think I've heard the song, but it's on the same parallel. So you get what I'm saying. That's exactly what happened here, but in a different manner. It was too nascent of a scene, but it happened. And to see that happened is like, that's something we should...
I would beg to differ slightly in terms of Neezy Afat, because see, I'll tell you what. To me, Neezy, like say, he's a self-professed iPad recording.
The first song. Yeah.
So, usne like जो beat उसको मिला और like whatever he could make on his iPad and he recorded that. In terms of doing something like that and putting it out there, it was a fresh thing for people. Like say like because it was a fresh sound from like say it was Hindi rap, it was colloquial, it was a lot of those things. It took a lot of, maybe production was not the strength of it. I think when your other major labels started coming in, तभी तेरा production का ये सब बढ़ने लगा.
But it wasn't like Neezy was the only Hindi rapper at the time. Because he wasn't.
Sure.
There were a lot of Hindi rappers at the time. Not a lot, but there were Hindi rappers at the time from all corners. It could have happened anywhere. It happened in Bombay, of course. Bombay has the more. It has been the hub basically of hip hop. And when you see that thing went viral, then it reached Bollywood and the rest of the story or whatever, Divine and all that. So.
Divine Neezy के बाद है मतलब.
Yeah, Divine and Neezy had a song called Mere Gali Mein, and they had the song. They had the song after Afat and Divine had dropped. I think voice of the Ye Mera Bombay. Sorry. Yeah, Ye Mera Bombay at that time, and so seeing as these two collided on the same, as you can say, not an image scope but a soundscape.
Yeah.
These guys did a song together. That song got picked up by Sony, and the rest is where we are at right now. So, in terms of marketing, when you come to that, you have to do one of two things. You have to either have creative vision, build that creative vision, because people don't work on that side of the art. They want to make rap songs. Now's not the time for rap songs anymore. It's the time to say something, tell your story in your way. Not just your story, tell stories. Period. Like,
sure.
There are so many ways you can push something that it's not limited anymore. You can't restrict yourself and say that I'm only going to do this. This is me. I'm going to stay true to me or whatever, because you can stay true to 1,000 different things. Doesn't mean that you go and fake out or you go and sell your soul or whatever.
Yes. No, sure. Like it's like when you spoke about Good Kid.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Kendrick is not talking about just his story in the whole thing.
Yeah, he didn't live
there
that
is a central narrative, but
he didn't live that life, but he was around the people that did, and he observed that he has his way out of that life, and he found it through those stories.
Truth is a figment of fiction.
So I have something very interesting to add to that whole thing, and like there is a question regarding marketing that I don't want to ask, but I think it's a little bit loaded.
Yeah.
But before that, let's get into a song.
Yeah.
Let's get into a song. Yay!
So what song are we playing?
You know what I want to listen to right now?
it's this guy called Absolute.
Yeah, man.
That guy has been grinding for years.
And he doesn't get the credits or the views that he really deserves.
He's good, and he's hungry too, but he was unnoticed. So I'd love if you guys just chill the fuck out and listen to this song by Absolute.
Or Cloud 2.
Cloud
Surprised
2.
it was he did Clouds.
So
This is an Absolute with Cloud 2.
There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud that follows me. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud that follows me. Looking down on mountains small, tiptoeing on each of them. Sunshine's gonna keep it warm, though the seasons gotta win. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud that follows me. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud, there's a cloud, there's a cloud. Trying to reason the absurd, confined I am in immensity. Moving through atmospheres, always present, never here. A catatonic cataclysm, a vagabond, I'm bound to be shapeless and stranded. There ain't a thing that's pulling me. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud that follows me. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud that follows me. Looking down on mountains small, tiptoeing on each of them. Sunshine's gonna keep it warm, though the seasons gotta win. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud that follows me. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud, there's a cloud, there's a cloud. था बादल आवारा थी मंजिल ना कोई, आसमां ज़मीं के बीच भटकता यूं ही। हल्का था ये मन उड़ते थे ख्याल, झूमती जो हवा बदलता आकाश थे। चलते ये सूरज छुपाता मुँह चाँद, चला के जुबान पहुँचोगे कहाँ? थोड़ा के दिमाग को सोचोगे क्या? भुला के तू हार उतार कर हर बार उड़ जाना तू आज, उड़ जाना तू आज। There's a cloud that follows me. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud that follows me. Looking down on mountains small, tiptoeing on each of them. Sunshine's gonna keep it warm, though the seasons gotta win. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud that follows me. There's a cloud that follows me around. There's a cloud, there's a cloud, there's a cloud.
And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're talking music marketing with Track Poju,
The guy who's got diploma in that shit.
Yeah, so Professor Poju.
Professor Poju. Yeah.
Nice. Shit, that's another name. I think you might have started something. Started something. Shit.
So Professor Poju is going to help us understand
Kala Akshar.
There's a certain issue that Anmol and I we've spoken about this quite a bit, like in the past. This is a thing that Anmol was particularly bothered back then. Like say like people are first checking like say what so artists are first checking what people are liking, and then they are crafting their music according to that, and it's not becoming an artist-led conversation about.
Yeah, and I'd like to add or pick from what you said about a person who's making songs. The truth bit that you spoke about, it's bigger than that. It's about feeling the vibe now.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I get your angle, but it's a lot of times that is misinterpreted, is what I see.
And I'll just slightly add to this. Like I understood where Anmol was coming from. So whenever we are doing Tadpatri, you know the kind of content we do, like it's not exactly promotable.
Yeah.
Or like say we can't think about, or like say we work very autonomously in terms of coming up with ideas. Like say we don't look at what people are liking and all of that. So it, like when we did Bhook in particular, we had an idea about like say what we wanted to do. Then came like say all the marketing around it. You get what I mean? Like say I wanted like say everyone like say involved, like say be it the producers or Anmol or whatever, like to have their sense of independence in terms of what it was. And then then we were like, okay, अभी ना अपना marketing chops like इस पे लगाते हैं. So, but I know that the other angle also works. So, what is the like for is there such a thing as like say where an artist becomes a sellout?
I'd like to add. So, what I don't get is or you can tell me what's right, wrong according to you, what's good, bad, profitable or not. The thing is, okay, we had a chat with Matt Chad by the way once,
Yeah.
you remember?
Yeah.
And even he told us, pehle you need to make an anthem, and yeah, you need to see what the local slang is, aisa. For me, that's not the way music
it's not the way for me
should
either.
Be made.
Because he's coming from a background where...
I'm not just talking about Matt Chad, because I know a lot of people over here who do use the same formula and who really live by it. Not just famous, but that's their way of making music. For me, that's not music. I mean, a media agency does not, what do you say, write poetry or make prose. They just market shit. Whatever they do is, anything that comes with an agenda is not art for me.
So are you saying that media agencies don't make art at all?
If it comes with an agenda,
what are you targeted at?
I'm just saying
specifically
right now I'm talking about music. I just said
specifically hip hop, Indian hip hop.
Right now hip hop. But
Please, I didn't get it, like, I didn't get it. Can you explain that further?
So my thing is, when people put their agenda in a song, in the way they market things or whatever, for me it loses its value. I mean, मैं अगर खाली पैसा कमाने को मेरे 9 to 5 स्ट्रगल के बारे में बात करेगा जब मैं जाता भी नहीं है जॉब पे तो I'd be a little I don't want to
like everybody right now is following.
I mean, I want to see the person when they write. I want to see them through their art.
No, but like that's going way off the topic for a little bit. I say first let's address rappers doing that for their music.
Yeah.
Then get let's say the commercial side of it.
Do you think it's क्या बोलते हैं कर सकते हैं वो या नहीं कर
How does it go? Does it go?
I think if you understand the specifics, like just for example, if you like
just to cut you here, I mean, when you said like just what he's trying to say, you said that it's not about rap anymore, it's about the vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, but eventually at first we were all rappers, like
we are still rappers, but now when you say it's all about the vibe, it's because like everybody made it about the vibe, that even you want to make it about the vibe, or
so I think you feel that you can make the vibe, or how does it work, or it's after
so
that
I think
you make your
the
marketing
statement
strategy.
The statement I said about it's about the vibe, I think it's a bit misunderstood in this table.
Okay.
What I
No, I'm just
I'm saying everybody is a rapper. That's fine. But they are rapping about I'm the best every time. You know, I am
the best. Man.
Fine.
He's a battle rapper.
Whatever. So what I meant about the vibe is you feel a certain way. You want to make a song a certain way, but how are you gonna deliver it? You can still deliver it in rap. There are so many MCs doing it and doing it well. Now when you come to that point of saying that 9 to 5 kind of a thing situation, so that's what I meant by the way, Kavi. So I meant by you can still rap about things in the most lyrical way, but you can set a vibe to it. Why do you think Kendrick Lamar even exists or J. Cole exists? When you listen to a verse by J. Cole, he paints that picture in a manner so lyrical yet so subtle. But at the side, he also has songs like Motivate. He also has songs like ATM. He also, but that's a vibe. You know, it's a different zone. If I want to feel like, oh fuck, I just got my salary today, I'll listen to ATM and like be like, yeah, count it up. If I want to fucking just turn up, I'll listen to some Future. Like I'm sure we all at this table listen to mumble rap.
Yeah,
like,
to a good degree.
So so there are so many different paths that a rapper can take nowadays. And
can you visualize a Kendrick Lamar doing a mumble rap thing?
If he wants to.
If he's like, this vibe is working, but Kendrick is going on.
That's his decision.
So that's what I'm getting at.
That's his choice. So I think it starts with the idea first and foremost. What do you want to do? What do you want to make? Actually, before the idea, it starts at a certain skill level of that artist. Okay, if you are at a position of understanding of hip hop as a global culture and seeing and experiencing and studying what's happening throughout the world. I think that's where you as an artist start off. If you're doing say an album, okay?
Yeah.
Now you want to make an album not for the sake of it. You want to make an album to first and foremost make people understand what this message is going to be about. Why is this album even being created in the first place? The process is later. Process is going to come. But why is this album first and foremost going to be made? Next question is going to ask, who is this album for? Is it for you? Is it for the people? Is it for you and the people? Is it for different demographics, whatever it may be, okay? The third question is, of course, how are you going to do it? Like, how is that process going to work out? That's a vast question. That is something for you to figure out. I can't be spilling that. Anyway, so the first two questions are the most integral in my opinion. The why is the album made is you have an idea, okay? Like for me, it was Kala Pani. I have an idea. The long run is that will manifest itself later on. But I want to see if it works. It's not an experimental album. It's an album that is explicitly an external album.
Yeah.
My greatness is internal. I have talked about stuff that is personal to me, that I love. But Kalapani is something that I have seen and experienced around me.
I have very interesting point.
Yeah. So Kalapani is something that is a culmination of my experiences living and walking and talking around different people from different social stratas who have experienced different degrees of the same system that we are all placed in.
Yeah.
Be it political, be it social, economical, whatever. So Kalapani is a generalization. But inside that generalization there is a thought process which goes into how we are all locked down, how we are in a system that is designed not to make us prosper, not to make us win. It's about like, in this country, why can't we follow our dreams, man? Why can't we do that?
Yeah.
Why are we bound to have, like, there is no infrastructure for independent music? First, like, just an example, one small example.
Fair enough. But on that note, like say, Kalapani was kept in mind with the music being made to be quite relatable to the listener, right? Like say, and I back it, okay?
Yeah.
Like say, I completely understand that. Having said that, like say, at what point does artistic expression meet like relatability? What I mean to say is, like say, sometimes a story that you want to tell, like it can be so personal that like किसी को भी नहीं समझे. But still it can be a very good album.
Yeah.
Like say, like we were talking about Blonde earlier today. No, Blonde is extremely personal to Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
But it's still something that like say, an album that like for me personally I keep going back to again and again.
Yeah.
So maybe it's how he writes it, like say, where you trying to look into the lines to relate to him.
Yeah.
Or his story.
Okay.
But like say, I don't think I can relate to his story completely.
But you can relate to a rapper's story either way, right?
Yeah.
Any rapper. I'm saying
not really.
the good rappers. Like in your
like,
playlist of rappers,
yeah.
I'm sure there are, like say minimally, there are like 2-3 rappers that you do relate to, even though your story has nothing to do with his story.
Sure.
But that sentiment, that emotion is the same. That's what I was talking. That the vibe has to be that you connect to it. The question you asked earlier, where does artistic freedom meet
making music relatable? Like say, I mean,
okay, that's completely dependent on, like I said, the artist's skill level and his idea. That's completely subjective.
Okay.
Depending on the artist. If you know how to craft something like that, then go ahead and do it. But it has to be, like for me personally, it has to be something that you are familiar with at least.
Got it.
You can't out of the dark shoot an arrow that is not going to hit anybody and think that everything is going to happen unless you have a lot of money and you, like The Bajaj chick, who that? Fucking whatever.
अरे अनन्या बिरला.
Ananya Birla.
Bajaj chick क्यों बोला?
Sorry, whoever.
Okay.
I didn't know.
I have something interesting to add to that, but we'll get into a song right now, really quick.
Yeah.
What are we playing now? What are we playing?
DJ
Make
Kabira.
speaking work, man. We gotta make him work.
Hey, if you love that name, if you want DJ Kabira to
Drop some
say something
EDM
next time,
mix.
because he's been like the silent.
It's Kabira sleeping.
Hey, write a comment in the comment section.
We got something
really,
interesting.
Really
By the way, Poju's wearing that Goku shirt. So I want you to guess what the next song name is. Guess it.
Kamehameha.
Wow! Shit!
Dude,
Yeah, that's right.
Honestly,
But the artist name is even more interesting.
like
I
when-
know.
No. So when this guy
Goku.
when this guy wrote to us,
won't be
and
able
like
to
he
do
sent his music across. I just saw the mail and I'm like, you can't be serious, dude. Like that, his name is hilarious.
What's his name?
But like say the song seems to be interesting, and let's check it out. His name is HanuMankind.
Oh, dude, he's a dope rapper, man.
Yeah.
He is,
And like
He's
he's
from
at
Bangalore, I think.
Azadi right now, I think.
Yeah.
And the
I think
song
he
is-
won the Savan.
Yeah?
This thing,
He
right?
performed yesterday.
Yeah.
He performed yesterday with Smokey and these guys at Bangalore.
Yeah.
So
I think he won the Savan thingy.
He won
I hope I'm getting his name
It
right.
was a contest, no? Savan.
This is HanuMankind with Kamehameha.
ऐसा नहीं कहो एक साथ करना है
No. See, you got to understand. It's a culture. It's the way we.
There's way too much chaos going on at all times. Collectively, we're chaotic creatures who live between the lines, drawn by a hidden agenda from the hidden minds, who provide signs to deceive and to conceal the intentions of the swine that call themselves leaders. I feel we are neither, moving forwards or backwards as they proceed to mislead you. So fight, my people. Fists raised for the disdain you felt when you're most feeble. Though we all equal, many believe otherwise. And to summarize our plight, it's like rain in the summer skies. And I'm here just like you, ready to rumble. Roundhouse to the mouth of the wicked who control.
Watch him Son Goku, Kung Fu so true. Mega Man hope to kick it like me, no horseshoe. No luck for you, so you're forced to hop up your high horse. Like this mount, I count my blessings every day, so no discount for the way we go. Super Saiyan, leave an enemy with a need to be praying like, oh Lord, who that man banging in the stereo? Yo, that man do damage. Brown boy, do we speak Spanish? Nah, different kind of brown, whole nother language. I live life like a low life savage. Might fuck around, but I manage to read through a mixtape or two. HanuMankind, but I show you the truth. HanuMankind, but I show you the proof that can't nobody do it like the IBA. All these little hoes thinking that they know the way we roll. Really be like IDKUMIA. After IAIM, I aim at the heart of the fucking problem. You aim low, gotta go pick a low, meaning that you gotta stretch when you try to meet ends. I don't try to make no friends, cause family first nowadays, so send them away. Yeah. So send them away, cause I don't give a damn no more. Nah, I don't give a damn no more. Nah, these people gotta understand that I got the upper hand when I'm coming at you with the motherfucking flow like Kamehameha. Coming for your motherfucking jugular. This a dope boy with a rope boy, about to make a motherfucker hang, cause you ain't got no hope boy like Kamehameha. Pull up on the scene and we way too hard like Kamehameha. Kamehameha.
And we're back. Like I said, we spoke a lot about artists doing their own thing versus like say what's relatable and like say. And Bojo has a very strong point to make where he says, if you have the skills, you have the ability, and you have the pen, more importantly, you can certainly tell the story well enough. Like say whatever the story be and can be made relatable. But what I want to know now is like, who do you think is doing it right now in the scene? Like who are the artists that are like say killing it in terms of their marketing, in terms of whatever they're doing?
Divine, Encore, DMC, The Evil, Sharul.
Like anything specific that you like about what they're doing?
Heem. Yeah, Heem has a vibe.
Heem is like mostly low key.
He is, but I know the songs that are coming, so I'm just saying.
No,
not the songs that are
just the
coming.
marketing. Like, see how they're putting themselves.
Okay. About marketing.
I think I know one. I have a clear answer in mind about that. Code, bro.
Yeah, code is.
Shit, dude.
But
that motherfucker's out of this shit.
Code, like say he's not putting enough music out there. He's
Dude, उसने अभी क्या last एक दो month
What was that?
I think the first names
Pink
will
Unicorn.
that will pop up are Divine, DMC, Nazy. If I mean he has done it, of course, and if he ever comes
easy
back,
for marketing.
yeah, I mean he has
OML
things to handle. He has stuff to handle, but his stories are relatable because he has pushed it out that way and he has written it that way. I really respect Nazy. I look up to him. He's somebody who has a pen game of a poet. He's learned that on the way. He has a few songs that are, on his earlier days that are where he was practicing to how do you get that shit right, and towards the later half of his career, which was like last year, whatever, he learned how to become a songwriter.
Yeah.
So and he wrote pretty well, in that sense. So that's why I like his songs, and if you look at it that way, it's relatable to a lot of people. I'm saying in terms of pure marketing, it is relatable, and as an MC, he's very skilled. Divine has that same.
Yeah, like I was going to
space.
come to Divine because we've really seen in this last year.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what opinion we have of his music right now, he has been visible on a lot of fronts.
Of course.
Right, like he did quite a lot of movie music. He did Petra for what is that boxing related? Mukkabaz. Yeah. He did Kam Pachis for this one.
Netflix, yeah.
Sacred Games.
Yeah, Sacred Games. Did he not do a song recently with Dhawal and someone else?
That was different. That was Dhawal with Sanjay.
Sanju.
But Sahib Bibi or Gangster.
This one was there, right? Divine House,
He had written, I mean, some of the.
That was the
They had a
Irfan Khan movie.
Irfan Khan.
So Dhawal had written it, like,
and-
but Divine performed now.
Yeah.
Apparently co-written with Dhawal. So
Yeah.
No.
like,
Dhawal.
and Dhawal, if you're listening,
Half and
please
half, so.
please co-sign this. So yeah, like say he's putting himself out there for sure, and more power to him. Yeah, like say with
Brother V is another name. Brother V is another name.
What about Brother V?
What about Brother V?
Brother, we not hate him, man.
Smokey.
No.
Smokey is another name.
Smokey is very interesting. You know why? Because Smokey ne mixtape done.
Yeah.
And like say on the merit of his music that people are like say
Exactly.
selling it, like say it's very
It's not even hype shit. It's
No,
like
actually-
it's a story.
and like I was telling
It's actually thought provoking, and that's.
I was telling the boys about this. Like say the from Tadpatri Talkies, Nandan is that guy who does not listen to hip hop. He's not a hip hop guy in the slightest. Like, मजा नहीं आता उसको, okay? But he heard the Smokey mix, and he went back to it again and again. He was like, dude, this is my kind of a jam. I really like this shit. He also pointed out something very interesting. Maybe you guys can add to it. Smokey, like this was something that I pointed out to him, that Smokey is not afraid of his accent.
Yeah.
And that's very refreshing.
By the way, so when I did a feature on this song, मेरा एक दो जगह पर आ गया रे ऐसा है.
Which is fine.
No, which is fine, but then Smokey asked me कि it's there वो एक दो words he like just try and re-record it, and I did it, and it came out fucking awesome, man.
I think to Nandan and maybe even to me to a degree, the fact that he's not trying to put on an accent when he's doing that.
Yeah.
Like say it came across that tad bit more honest in terms of his music. and it was and good music in general. Like say after a very long time, I heard like say a good use of like the lo-fi sounding beats. And all that.
Man.
Yeah, just doing a very huge shout out to that guy. He's been supporting the podcast as well, like on
Word.
shit. He connected us to Rack.
Shout out to Smokey.
Shout out, man.
Yeah, and Rack.
Check out his mixtape if you all haven't. Smokey.
Like, seriously, if you all haven't heard that mixtape, seriously.
Yeah, so you were saying.
No, so that's what. Like say these guys have been doing it well for sure. But like say anyone from the underground, like say we spoke about Shreyas. Like say he did this whole thing about his on his Instagram about fucked up and grateful.
Yeah.
Like it was quite vague to be honest, but like say he was putting fucked up and grateful in everything that he could. The words that is. So is there like I don't know how effective that was to be honest. But like say is there anyone from a little more of an indie underground scene? Like say I can't count Divine right now.
No, okay.
Simply because he's a big label
But
artist.
is this question about marketing or
Marketing. Like say how they are putting their music out there and like say getting heard. Like
Full Power just did it
Yeah.
with the album. Smokey, as I said. Who else, man? Like there's like very so I'm sure Gravity is
Full
is
Power
doing
में कितना ऐसा कुछ marketing के लिए कुछ किया नहीं रहा. I think they just
No,
made
they-
an album. They pushed it.
They pushed it. Yeah.
But I don't know कुछ ऐसा. I don't know if there was a strategy or whatever.
Okay,
A
then
campaign
even
or anything.
Garibi has done it. Like Garibi has done
We have done a campaign because we all work
yeah,
at
which is-
agencies.
yeah, I think that deserves a different episode altogether. You're gonna get Siddharth in for that one. But yeah.
Who else?
No, so like Garibi was gonna discount simply because like say we don't want to blow our own trumpet right now.
See, albums as a whole are so less in number in this country.
Yeah.
That right now we can't count who is doing what in the marketing game. You know,
Yeah.
it's all about singles nowadays. It's not even about the album. Album is a thing which exists post single. Like first singles have to be pushed and all that. So it's an era of singles which will lead you to the album, and that's the culture that's cultivated.
Is there a right way to market your music then?
There is no right way.
There is no right way, man. There is no right and wrong, brother. Truth is a figment of fiction.
EMF is on his Illuminati shit.
Anyway, so like when it comes to music that we guys are making, like different albums are gonna sound differently. They are thought about differently. They are made differently. So of course the marketing is gonna be different for each and every everybody. Garibi has a different sound. He marketed it in certain aspect. Smokey had a different sound. He marketed in a different aspect. Visuals count. Audios count the most in my opinion. Indie, of course, Brother V is now indie. He's doing stuff in his own independent way, basically. He has so one thing I like about Brother V is that the way he has captured an English-speaking market. The way he has captured an English-speaking market from 2011, and he has maintained it till 2018.
Sure, with the same type of music.
No, I don't feel that about Brother V's music.
I'm just joking, man.
Man, EMF just wants to pick up.
I want to pick
beats
some
from
fights.
So yeah, man, seeing that is pretty.
No, but it was good to see him back, though. It was good to see.
Seeing that is pretty dope to me, and that's his music speaks for itself, and I feel like right now the wave is just coming. There are so many different albums in the works, so many different music, that's coming up. I think the music will talk for itself, and the marketing is something that's an add-on.
I think the wave is actually coming. It's a tsunami.
But anyway, what's very interesting is, and I really want to touch on this topic, that being Gully Boy. It's or rather what has happened post Gully Boy. Like say a lot of artists have right now felt the need to put themselves out there. Maybe because Gully Boy is empowering them. I don't know about that, but certainly as a response to it as well. Like say, okay, that's not. Like say, some people feel like say, okay, Gully Boy is doing good for them. So they'll carry on that trend of music. While the other guys will be like, say, okay, that is not how hip hop should be represented in India and all that. And that's nice. Like in terms of like say, maybe this is the upside of Gully Boy. I've been very skeptical about the movie in general, but like say maybe this is the upside where like say people can maybe just come up and say like, sorry boss, there's better music out there, or just this is the real hip hop that like.
Yeah, that's still being skeptical about Gully Boy in a way.
No, I mean,
I'll
for you that's an upside, but you know when people like there's music. There's gonna be music, good music, even without Gully Boy. You know,
sure.
Yeah. Gully Boy is not a staple of music.
No, but like say, hip hop getting appropriated by Bollywood.
Yeah.
Like that has like it is something that everybody would want to jump on in terms of not in terms of like say picking that as a topic and like say just to prod at it. Not that ways, but like say. There will be a reaction to everything. It's like say, how a punk moment happened when like say they thought the British rock scene was like say was not strong enough, or like say was not representative of the youngsters who are like say not earning well or like say whatever. So like say. So that scene, like I see guys like Bombay Local, they might champion that scene like in the future, simply because of like say the kind of appeal that they have. I'm really looking forward to guys like Bombay Local.
Yeah.
But like just because like say you guys are such close friends of mine and also, but also you guys are extremely talented. Like I've known you guys first before I knew anyone in the scene. I want Elsewhere to do well, man.
And you know,
I know you guys have a lot of projects lined up right now. Fucking put it out.
But I really want Bombay Local. I really hope Bombay Local makes it. But I really think that there's only one reason why they won't make it.
Why?
Wow.
Mega Block, bro.
Yeah, that's only on Sunday. That's only on Sundays.
This is the highlight of it.
What the
highlight. Fuck. Epic.
Let's go into a song, man.
Let's get into a song, man.
अबे मैंने बोला ही नहीं.
क्या बोला नहीं?
तो question पूछा ही नहीं.
There was no question to that. I just wanted to say it.
क्या?
I thought he was leading.
No, I was just saying like say I feel Bombay Local is one of those acts right now who's doing it. So So like and they can do, but like I want Elsewhere to do.
Of course, man, we're doing. We're going big next year, na.
Okay.
What are we playing? By the way, hold on. What are we playing? We are playing Rack.
So Rack. I think when we first mentioned Rack, the last episode, like say we thought you were from Chennai or something.
खाली काले तेरे को इसलिए लगा ना कैसा racist है तू. See?
Like
I didn't say it. See, EMF takes all responsibility.
I don't.
No.
मेरा तरफ तो देख ही मत.
तू भी काले ही है छोड़.
Hey, I got fam.
So Smokey actually Rack replied on that comment and Lee like, no dude, I'm from Mumbai, whatever. So our mistake, but sorry. What, we're gonna make up to that shit. Rack, this is your song, Ill. Check it out, guys.
வந்தேன் தோழா தனியாக போக போறேன் போகும் முன்னே நானும் கனவை பெற காத்திருக்கேன் உயிர் இருக்கும் வரை விடமாட்டேன் முயற்சியை நினைத்தது நடக்கவில்லை விட்டு கொடுக்கவும் சம்மதமில்லை கிடைத்த ஜென்மம் கடவுள் தந்த ஆசீர்வாதம் பெற்ற மனித பிறவி போன ஜென்மத்தில் செய்த பாவம் பிறந்தேன் வெள்ளி கரண்டியோடு ஜொலித்தது மிகும் பிரகாசம் ஆனால் இருட்டில் ஜொலிக்கவில்லை சமயத்தால் போனது ஏலம் வெட்டி போட்ட கோழி போல துடிக்குது உள்ளுக்குள்ள ஆசை என்ன சாதிக்க போது துள்ளி கிட்ட முண்டமாக அடிக்கடி நினைப்பேன் உக்காந்து இத போல ஆனால் கட்டுவேன் பாத சுத்தம் பண்ணி சாக்கடை எனக்கும் ஆசை நல்லா பேங்கிங்கா ஸ்டஃப் பண்றதுக்கு ஆனா இப்போதைக்கு மனசு தெரியல பண்றீங்க நினைக்கிறீங்களா நேரம் வரும் எல்லோருக்கும் மலை கூட சிப்பமாகும் காஞ்சி போன ஏரி கடந்தாலும் மழை வந்தவுடன் கோடி போகும் வளர்ந்த வாழ்க்கை வேற இல்ல வாழ்ற போல சிரித்து குதித்த காலம் இப்போ இருட்டு அறையில சுத்தி வந்தே 4 திருவ உலகம் புரியாம உலகம் தெரிஞ்சிடிச்சு உக்காந்து நிதானமாக புதிய நட்பு தேவை இல்ல பழைய நட்பு தங்கம் போல சில ஆவரணத்துல கலப்படம் சென்று அதிகமாக துடிக்கிறாங்க ரத்தம் வந்து சொல்லுறாங்க எனக்கு என்ன எப்படியாக போகட்டும் அவன் கிட்ட இல்ல எனக்கு வேலை மூஞ்சி மேல சொல்லு எதுவா இருந்தாலும் எனக்கு சிரிக்க தெரியாது போலியாக தெரியாம பிறந்துட்டேன் இந்த உலகத்துல ஆனால் இந்த உலகத்தை விட்டே போக மாட்டேன் சாதிக்காம
And we back after a good song. That was a good song, right?
Like,
yeah.
Shout out, man.
I'm really looking forward for your music. I hope you keep dropping shit.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, man.
And please keep updating us about it. I'd like to check it out.